Morning, Libra gang. How y'all doing? It's your girl Ruth. Welcome back to another interesting subject. I know y'all probably wondering what is she talking about? Time to die, Scorpio transformation, 6969. Yeah, I wanted to stop being afraid of death, and especially being a seasoned woman. They seem to really try to push that. Every time you turn around, there's something in the mail, a funeral. Okay. So I want to dig deep off into it and see what's really going on and, find out what's going on with that. Because, like if y'all read listen to my other videos, I don't believe that you should die and get old and brittle and die. Y'all see all my other ones, I'll be talking about the plants and what's missing out the food and everything. So, yeah, and immortality, and we're going to talk about that. And that's really what I'm really would like to talk about. And if you should happen to pass, what happens after you die? Because it really matters what you do here. So let's get started. Okay. So best thing to do first is look at your birth chart. Remember I told you about that and see where, uh, the Scorpio transformation on it, because it has a lot to do with a lot of things. You transforming yourself. So this is a birth chart, and if y'all don't know how it looks, okay, you have the planets on this side. It tells you what your sign is and your rising sign. Then you're part of all of these other um, zodiac signs as well. So make sure y'all looking at the other zodiac signs that I have put out, because I do something different on each one. So she has a Scorpio placement here, but it's actually always in the 8th house, okay? Everybody has it in the 8th house. She has a Taurus in the 8th house. Here it's kind of flipped. But yeah, so make sure y'all look at that and study your birth charts. It's very important because that's you. Okay, I can go here, and I've been showing for a while. So yeah, and time to forget the old ways of teaching and start anew. Okay, time to face your fears, call injustice. Okay, head on, not to be a victim. Okay, let's see. All the prejudiced ways, eating wrong, money hungry, selfish ways, not taking care of yourself or your family. Some people leaving their families. Now it's time to heal your body, meditate, sitting alone and doing nothing, exploring new things, listening to you, not no one else. I've shown you all about the chakras and your Akashi records, okay? Time to tap into all of that. Open your root chakra and be on your life path, creating your own world, for it's what you are good at. There are many things to tap into, okay? Don't be afraid. Forget what others say. They are stopping you. You are with the wrong people. If they stopping you with the wrong people, I don't care who they are, family, friends, I don't care. You're called for a higher purpose. Protect your family. They say don't listen to the hoodoo, the witches and all that. They using all that stuff against us. So they done been here many, many times. Life repeats itself. So it's time for us to tap in. And most of us have forgot who we are and who we were each time. So we need to tap back into that and use whatever means possible. While you are investigating that, you got to protect yourself and your family. Be about your ancestors' business. Now, my girl, Esraya, Star Goddess, I listen to her and some other ones on the list. But this is something she was talking about. Okay, be about your ancestors' business. They are coming. Are you ready? Is your family healthy, strong, productive? They want to shine in your offspring, not lazy, unhealthy, and unwoke clone people. Think about it. Suppose when you die and you haven't changed, you get stuck in the wall like Michael Jackson's old album, Off the Wall. Okay, let's pretend this is the earth, okay? This is the wall, okay? And you got all the 5G, all the stuff they have in space, okay? And these are people that can't go up to the cosmos. These are people who did halfway good, maybe mixed people, mixed races, you know, and these are the ones who went straight on. So the melanated people can go straight on, and people who do good, okay? So they can go straight on and do whatever, go in the cosmos, up with the ancestors, and Everybody, who else up there, okay? So, say for instance, you didn't do good, so you stuck at the wall. So now you're trying to wait for somebody to see what it is. You can come back, and you can come back and do and be whatever you want. So you might pick up something or somebody along the way. Of course, if you want to come back and be a singer this time, okay, you can come back and pick up the half breeds or whatever. I'm not disrespecting anybody. And then you can go on the wall, and if you see anyone, say John Lennon is on the wall, he didn't get a chance to go up, okay? I'm pretty sure somebody picked him up by now. You can pick him up, and y'all can come back and be born in the body, and you can have the talent. That's how deep it is, she says, and be born. Some ancestors, if you're melanated, that's why it's important not to let nobody take your melanin out your body, okay? Very important, because everybody's got melanin in their body. So you can come straight on back. You ain't got to pick up nobody if you don't want to, okay? And make sure your family is, your bloodline, make sure they're doing what they need to do. That's why it's so important to teach now. Teach your people, teach people what's going on. They want to shine in your offspring, not lazy, okay? Think about it. Suppose, okay, like I said, what if because of your evilness or not changing, dying to self, you can't move forward after you die? There is no heaven or hell. It's being drained, your energy, because they fooled you on earth through religion, prejudice, selfish, negative, getting you to murder, steal, hate, feeding their agenda. I got my gloves on, sorry, yeah. So when the others that didn't do this see you on the wall going up into the cosmos and coming back, they don't pick you because you never did anything for no one but yourself or a false religion. Not listening to your husband, wife, or anyone else trying to tell you that those things are controlling. You're breaking up families, relationships, or their agenda. Have you researched anything because you disbelieve what I'm saying? You put your trust in man and man-made things without checking things out for yourself. They made the internet for you to ask, find out every secret question that you want to ask. Are you asking, researching, investigating what you found and what people are saying to you? Are you just so blind that you won't... shoot, I'll take these gloves off. That you won't see the truth? This is an indication that you're lazy. You want someone else to clean up your mess. That's not happening. So get on your path, study yourself, ask questions, get answers until it feels right. You don't have to tell others what you're doing. Know thyself. Study for a proved one. What it say in the Bible. You heard those words. Are you reading your Bible? Have you swear? Do you swear by it, or have you ever read it? Study them, compare them to other books and Bibles so you can find out what's really going on, what other religious things you are worshiping. Time to worship you and show gratitude to who helped you, and mostly that's your ancestors. Okay, you are you. Okay, your higher self. If you're lucky to come back, are you going only to help others? See, reason to come back, making you come back on the knowledge. Okay, you want to come back with the knowledge that you have. You know what I'm saying? Now that you're studying that, you want to come back starting over to do the same life again. Get stuck, comfort zone, letting the wolves lead you astray. Okay? Learn how to decode things. Learn what different words mean. Lucifer, devil, Satan, angel, aliens, whatever. Study and show thyself approval, right? There's a big meaning to this. Do you see a pattern in life? It repeats itself. Have all this happened before? Have you researched? Facebook show you what you did last year and the years before. It's usually the same thing you're doing now, right? Pay attention. What about then making or confronting, controlling you now? They are coming in your children and making them do evil, coming through your birth line because you won't change or research while you're living. Okay, that's powerful. So what if you stuck on a wall? You didn't listen, so you got your children and grandchildren, all the people, your family down here, and since you didn't learn and teach them, and it's always some in the family that they're gonna make stand out, but the rest of them, and they're making them rob, steal, go in churches, kill people, schoolhouses, then police killing certain melanated people, and they don't know they're going to need them people because they can't move without a melanated person. Okay? They don't, they ain't teaching you all of that. So, yeah, it's deep, y'all. So, I want to talk about immortality, okay? Some people ain't leaving. They done figured out immortality, so they ain't got to be bothered with this, okay? So, yeah, let's read what Ron Hotep, 13 Signs of Astrology, he's saying. Immortality, um, birth, mortality groups. This starts in the mind, learning how to live in the now, time, slow down the aging process. Don't look at a clock. Japanese don't like clocks. Don't get them none for no present. Looking for a being that could help them. Immortality, chakras. They studied and they discovered they could live forever, preserving the physical flesh, changing it to erotic matter. An ancient text called flesh more divine. This is a form of exotic matter that they want to transfer themselves into. They get into the concept of immortalhood. This all came from ancient Egypt. This was only for the higher orders of the snake. If you didn't have the symbol of the snake in position or bloodline in Egypt, then most didn't know about living forever. Ancient Egypt kept the knowledge separate for living forever. There is or were a cure for death at one time. Check that out. Probably hidden now because most of us are created by higher beings, gods, whatever. So being created in this experiment, we were created to live forever. In the Bible, Adam was supposed to live forever, but he was convinced to eat a fruit, but he still lived to be 900 and so years old, even after eating that fruit. In that scripture, it says you could live forever. The beings that made us, they have no way of dying, no reference of dying. Okay? Death is a process. You're dying. Okay, he goes to another part. He's explaining another way. It's not exactly dying, but listen to what he's saying. Death is a process. You're dying right now. Every time you sit in the sun, you're dying right now as a species. There was a time we were green, melanated, black people, olive tone. Green represents life, and blue. As time went on, we began to die as humans. We were death phase. We have lost the knowledge to live forever of self. Machines and robots are coming out. Mixed beings that are mixed machines, different beings. People are walking around here and have no knowledge of ancient times. They are clones. No knowledge of self. We're just taught about living here and, going to college and following the order. Nothing of immortality, system of forever. Follow the order, then die. So they can use your body, okay? Where you live to be 300 and 400 years old. Where you can, 3 months, this is what we used to do. 3 months out of a year, you did juice, living on the healthy plants. No other foods, no meats, no dairies, none of that stuff. No one knows anything about this now. Societies, Hindus go Kamasha from you are sacred, active, one-on-one, all at once. Originally called with more than one person. Okay, they can do this exchanging energies with each other. That's what they do. So they can live forever, they got our secrets. They know the secrets. Follow your Akashic records. Follow what's going on. Start paying attention. Alone, masturbation is another way. Okay, we won't talk about that. And women, with your periods and your masturbation, you could do that as well. But it's another day for that. We lost the knowledge of how to preserve our energy so that you could be immortal. Women lost self-esteem to do this. Many people, the men also, Kundalini gift to do this, have to have the knowledge to live forever using your energy. We got caught up or tricked to think only of materialistic ways of living. It wasn't always like this. There's nothing wrong materialistic, but who wants to die for that? Who wants to work forever for that? Okay? Okay, my findings. Now they have you go on the wall, so to speak, and they feed off your energy and live forever. What would you do if given the opportunity to live forever or find the secrets? Of course, looking and being healthy as well. How would you live your life? Would you have to fake your death? Would you tell or help your kids and family to do this? Okay. Uh, Impatient. You got to be patient in your spirits. Remove no rush. You got time to figure this stuff out. Time doesn't exist. Do you slow down? Slow down time. We lost all of this information, knowledge, even the thought of this. We think it's a lie or want proof. Questions. If Adam didn't eat the fruit, it was a lie to keep you food and trap, and you had the ability to live forever. So they mess with your mind. Okay? In your mind, you have to see yourself living this wealth life. Can you see it? Okay? So they done program our mind, got it all in the Bibles and everything. So automatically, we so powerful, whatever the mind say do, it does. So we need to reprogram that. 2 key codes to immortality. English language was made to put spells on people, made up of different languages. Check that out. Start breaking down words, numbers they go with. Immortality versus mortal. Experiment. Use numbers. M equals 13 letter of alphabet. Feminine energy, moon, lunar energy, called Kingo. A being called Luna of Kingo. Zachariah Ashton, he talks a lot about him. Samaritan's text. 13, feminine, goes into the dragon. Kingo is a dragon. 13, dragon. The Bible talks about a dragon that knocked out so many stars in the sky. The dragons been here longer than humans been here. In your Bible codes in Bible, Hebrew understand them. So you can understand. So when you're reading that Bible, it's decoded. It's decoded for telling you what to do, but you got to pay attention. Can't be listening to them what the preachers talking about. They only doing that for gain. If they're going to read a verse and break it down to you and code it and letter numerology, then you know you got a good preacher. 13 cycles of a woman. Think about it when a man wants to be with a woman and wants to be a woman and dress up as a woman. What they call him, a drag queen, right? Queen energy, feminine, goes back to the dragon, shapeshifters. Women can look different at any time. So you know we can, y'all. I'm every woman, remember Shaka Khan? I'm every woman, right? She knows what she's talking about. And China symbol is the dragon, the Kundalini energy. Number 13. Okay, they told us 13 was bad. No, it's not. Okay? Asian coming back into power. Emperor, because they know the secrets. Coming back into power, okay? 13 represents this. Government females in set of power. When you see the two M's like that, that's telling you that's an equation. 13 in reference to immortalhood has to be used twice. Mortal, 1M equals 13. Immortal, 13, 13. Okay, my girl Furbu, yeah, where my girl at? Furburn, she always, every 13th day of the month, she celebrates, say, wear purple. Purple is power, okay? You're going to have to go through you have to do it twice, 13 twice. Why? Because you have to go through the masculine and feminine. You have to learn how to master your masculine and feminine perspective. We have both sides. They won't tell you this, and that's the way we are made. And balance. Needed to learn to balance them. Have to find a ways to do this. This is the secret on the way to immortality hood. Living forever. 9 mortal, 9 ether, spiral, tree of life. See, I got right here, tree of life. Talk about more about that later. Begins. 1 represents how creation begins. 1 is not, okay, when you're drawing a 9, usually do a 0, then go down. So 0, beginning point. To make 9, you use a 0, then you make the 1. Spiral, flower of life. That's why I got my flowers up here. Ethers is sense of burning. It keeps you alive. What keeps the smoke in the weed or cigarettes? It's ether. You put an air to it to keep it burning. That's breath. You have to learn how to breathe now. You master immortality through your breath. You have to become what's called a non-ether being. Martial arts and all of this came from non-ether. You have to understand martial arts. This is the only way to understand it. Nine, independence, very important. Living independence. Nine represents, even in tax code, number nine in it, independent contractors. To be an immortal group, there is no immortal person. Nine, group of people, independence to yourself and kind for everything. So you need after you figure you out and get yourself together, then you need a group that's thinking like you, and that's going to take some looking. Mortal is number 4. 1 plus 3 equals 4. M equals 4. Foundation, building, working hard, job, 401k, working a job, business. You know what I'm saying? When you don't look for no one, government, etc., for anything. So that's what you want to do. You ain't got to worry about it. We don't even need the government. It was a time there was no government, okay? Being immortal, they had everything come to them. Alchemy, mental chemistry. You did everything with your mind. Using your mind and your thoughts to create your reality. Only what you want. What you want, you can and will make happen. Focus. Let it come to you. Okay? We are learning. Master 9 and 3. Unity codes. So before you call someone a bum, think twice. They may be practicing this in order to be immortal, while you are being immortal and going to die. People are doing this, so open your mind. Don't give in to the worldly system that want to poison and kill you for your energy. They will try to attack you, your finance people, whatever. Will as a Be free will as a choice to teach also. Independent spirit. Take the material out of it. It's according to how you want to live. Okay, I'm gonna stop right quick. I want to show y'all some pictures for a minute. Look at some pictures. Michael Jackson. He can come back and do whatever he want. Okay, which I don't think he gone yet, but he came back and took some from the Emperor of Entertainments. Okay, he took some stuff from him when he came back. Look who he was again. Okay, past life. Another artist. You know what I'm saying? You can do this. Once you have that power. Okay. Uh, when he knew he was a pharaoh or whatever at one time. He knew that about himself. Okay. You have to know thyself. You have to study you. It's time to leave people business alone and follow your own business. You got a lot to do. Remember this video with Beyonce? Let me put it big. She was in the car on Crazy in Love, and he said they found out a ritual so they could do what they got to do in the secrets of living forever. And you know what I'm saying? That what she got on is something. I'll talk about that later. But they discovered that he came back. He came from the future past. He know about all of this stuff. So he came back to get his queen. Okay? He know he needed a masculine and feminine, also in his body and her body as well, but also together. You need a team. Okay? They figured that out. Okay? So now it's our turn, right? Look at him in his past life, Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? He know about all this kind of stuff. Okay? So, and in our turn, look at him. He know who he was. Okay? Here we go, another one. See, people be knowing. They know their bloodline. They know their bloodline. You have to know your bloodline. Who you can come back and do and be and who you were. Some people, immortality. So they been here. They know how to reform and make themselves look fresh. Well, they ain't got to die. They ain't got to be bothered with that wall either. You know what I'm saying? Look at all this stuff. So it's our turn, right? The queen, look at Beyonce. She was Queen Nefertiti in a past life. Look at Miley Cyrus. She was Baphomet, that one that did the tongue. Y'all look it up in the Bible. They know who they were. Okay? They know who they were. They either immortal or came back and decided to be somebody else. Took it from them people. You know what I'm saying? So it's our turn to learn all this, Libra Gang Gang. So this is what I wanted to say. I want to thank y'all for coming and listen to. I guess it's gonna be. I'm gonna try to make it 4 other videos, send some more information, especially about immortality and other secrets. Okay, so we can get on our path. I put a whole bunch of secrets on all the signs, so we all can get it together and figure out what you want to do. It's your choice. Ain't nobody else's choice. Forget what the government talking about. They don't exist. That's an old order. Okay, we go through stages, ages in this creation. So create your own. You create it, nobody else. All right, thank you, Libra Gang Games. You like, subscribe, share, and comment. I really appreciate it. And I'll be doing part 2. Okay. Thank y'all. Love y'all. Bye.